Hey, it's Kyle here, and today I'm excited to be reviewing the newest episode of The Bad Batch, The Return. As always, this review will include spoilers, so if you haven't watched the episode yet, please stop watching, go watch the episode first, then come back and watch the rest of this review. And with that warning out of the way, let's talk about The Return. For the first time this season, I think I actually got some predictions right. I kind of had a feeling that after the events of the last episode, we might see our crew back together on Pabu, and we did get to see them briefly at the beginning of the episode on Pabu, our beautiful island retreat. You definitely see early on the tension between Hunter and Crosshair, understandably, but you're definitely seeing that tension. And you're also seeing Crosshair dealing with whatever it is that's causing his issues with his hands. I don't know if it's a medical condition or something about being a clone and maybe his body is beginning to break down, or just a byproduct of probably all the torture he was receiving in prison. But you're definitely seeing him trying to struggle and try to adapt to what's going on with him, because his entire identity was wrapped around like, I can shoot, and if he's not that anymore, if he's not a sniper anymore, I think he's having a hard time like, what am I? One thing I didn't predict, but I thought was really, really cool. I'm glad we got to see Echo come back, and so we get a kind of another reunion. And we quickly delve into the mission of this episode, which is trying to discover more about Mantantis. And we still have the little data pad from the escape, so they decide on Crosshair's suggestion to go to a remote Imperial outpost to hook it up and see if they can find out more info. I'll say when he said that, I wasn't sure which outpost we were going to end up on, but I thought it was a very beautiful, somewhat tragic choice to go to the outpost on the snow planet, which I'm sorry, I don't know the name of that planet, and try to begin the process of saving the other clones at the place where he finally broke with the Empire and realized he'd kind of made a mistake siding with the Empire. So you can definitely see the entire time he is there, he is dealing with a lot. He keeps on seeing that bird that was circling above him when he was near death. It was such a beautiful moment when he finds the abandoned helmets of the clones that he got to know while he was stationed here, that were tragically lost. And they just were lying on the floor, discarded, and he kind of was putting them on top of boxes, almost more like a place of honor, as his way of maybe kind of officially mourning and honoring those that gave their life on this planet, in some ways for him so he could survive and now be at this point. It really also helped him begin his journey to Egyptian in a lot of ways. So I thought that was a really beautiful choice. I love a couple of the other movie references we get in this planet. One, the big snow creature that's burrowing underground. It could be just because I've seen Dune Part 2 times in the last week. Very much reminded me of a sandworm, of how it looked like when it was tunneling underneath the sand, and when they would come up the ground, to me it just looked a lot like a sandworm. So I thought that was a really cool, at least in my mind, homage to the world of Dune. And then the entire scene with Wrecker and Omega trying to get the power turned back on, and Wrecker's at the outlet locks, has to be a reference to Jurassic Park. He even had to prime the breaker exactly like the Jurassic Park, and it's being talked to by Echo over the walkie-talkie. Again, just like Jurassic Park. I thought it was a really cool moment. The only thing they didn't do, I thought, like, are they going to do a scare moment like in Jurassic Park after she turns on the power? Then the raptors show up, and she has to deal with that. Luckily, they didn't get that far. Wrecker was able to successfully turn the power on with no scary incidents happen. But I think what a lot of people will remember this episode for, rightfully so, is the conversation between Hunter and Crosshair as they begin to, I guess, try to mend fences, and Hunter beginning to be able to trust Crosshair again. But Crosshair also having to come to grips with the decisions he made not to go with the rest of his team, but to side with the Empire. And as he mentioned, like, he did bad things, and that's something he's having to deal with. So by no means do I think Crosshair and the rest of the batch are 100% okay now. I think you'll still see tensions throughout the episode. But I think this was a big first step for him to kind of begin to be forgiven, specifically by Hunter. I think Hunter's the one that's by far having the hardest time coming to grips with that. So, really loved the episode. I thought it was amazing. I also like the fact that they didn't find all the information they needed immediately about Mount Tentus. You know, I think this will be more of a journey throughout the entire season as they just try to discover more to set up the attempt to save the other clones. I think I would have been a little annoyed if on the very first episode after they were reunited, they immediately found all the information they needed. It'd be a little bit too easy. So I'm glad they are making it a little bit more of an effort to kind of rescue the other clones. And we'll see how that goes. But overall, I really did enjoy this episode with The Return. Very emotional. And like I said, I really loved all those moments with Wrecker with Crosshair and Hunter. Their interactions were really cool, really well done, and I think, again, this is going to be, honestly, maybe one of the emotional highlights of this season. So let me know, what did you think about The Return? Did you enjoy it as much as I did? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this review, please hit that like button. If you did, please subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate the support. Thanks for watching. I'll see you the next time, and may the Force be with you.